hello. Can you see me? It is a beautiful day. Let me get some more light turned on here. The sun was out, but I guess the sun is giving us a little bit of a shadow. Oh well. I'm only over here because guess what? It is Freak Speak Friday. I'm your host, Arielle. I show up unfiltered, unplanned, unscripted, and I just speak whatever the Most High wants to speak through me today, whatever the chat wants to talk about today. It's all about showing up authentically in our frequency because we are all freaks with a unique identity and frequency. So I show up on Fridays and we talk at 11:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We always have a dance party to celebrate the fact that we are alive and we exist. If you feel like you have nothing to celebrate, then you, my friend, need to be grateful for the air you breathe. You need to be grateful for the fact that you're alive, even when it feels like we don't have anything to celebrate. We always do because we exist, and that is reason enough. I see some great friends in the chat today. We've got Sue Finelli is here. She doesn't have to work. Yay, I'm so glad. My sis Jana is here, and Lizzie Iron Maiden. Hello, my ladies. I'm so glad you're with me today. I do have the time change, so I think it's so funny that Liz doesn't have to change her clocks for a couple more weeks. I wish we didn't have to change the clocks at all, quite honestly, because the true timing is what we just left. So there's a whole debate in our country right now about whether or not we should go to the we should stop daylight savings time altogether. But if we do that and they keep it the way it is now, that means that our internal clocks are actually really, really off than they should be. So we can totally get into all of that a little later. Just letting people get into the chat right now before we kick off the show. How are you ladies doing today? Have you had a good week? Has the weather been treating you nicely? I'm going to check Facebook over here and see if anyone is here. Go ahead and refresh and say hi on Facebook. Grand Rising Facebook. I agree. The clock change is so stupid. It really is. Like the whole reason why they mess with time is to mess with our heads, right? Like, I think it's completely dumb. I'm glad you guys are with me on that one. All right, we've got the chat on the board here. Perfect. And all right, I think I've done everything I need to do hosting wise, so we're good. Just make it unified. The time changes are definitely an intentional mind. Yes, girl, you are so right. And I saw a video on Instagram the other day talking about the 21-hour time difference between these two islands that are next to each other. So don't quote me, but there is a spot where America and Russia actually are kind of close together. They're islands, but they are separated by 21 hours of time, even though they still have the same setting and rising of the sun, right? But it is completely different time. Why? Because the two countries are the owners of these islands. How ridiculous is it that two islands that completely see the sun set and rise at the same time are separated by 21 hours? Like, how ridiculous is that? Oh, we got Melissa in the house. Hello, sis. Hope you're doing well. Oh, hey, Jonna, you know what I'm talking about? The Elton Islands? Eluton? Yeah, isn't that crazy, you guys? It makes no sense when wintertime is the right time. Exactly. I completely agree. You guys are right there with me. That's why I love you guys so much. I appreciate you having that confirmation. It's because of the international dateline. Exactly, Liz. Yeah, totally ridiculous. Like, it's all because who gets to control the land, right? When two different countries control the land, we get two different time frames. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. So we've got 4 minutes until we get to 11:11. So we're letting more people come in, and then we'll have our dance party, and then we'll sit down for a chat. I love it. I mean, if it's all my ladies today, then that's completely fine with me. We can have tea time with my girlfriends. I think I'm going to move over from Facebook to Instagram. I haven't really figured out that yet because I only have the free version of Restream. I'm not trying to stream and to 50 different places at one time. So I don't have any real views on Facebook, so I'm gonna switch over to Instagram eventually. Oh, thank you, Jonna. She says Aleutian Islands. Okay, thank you. The Aleutian Islands. Isn't that crazy? Like literally the international dateline. And is the Aleutian Islands are both okay, so basically does the United States own half of the Aleutian Islands and then Russia owns the other half? Is that how it works? They're still all called the Aleutian Islands. It's not like they call this have something different because it's in America. Does that make sense? Do you know, Jonna? Yeah, so we lost an hour of sleep when the time changed. That was fun. I tried to get to bed early that night. It didn't work as well as I would have liked it to. But I mean, we still went through it. I'm grateful that the phone doesn't automatically changing everything back. I don't think I'm gonna change my car clock because I like still seeing what the actual time is. But I've had to change so many clocks. Illusion. Oh, illusion. Illusion. You don't know, Jonna? That's cool. I'm just curious. That's another little tidbit there that we could investigate. 3 minutes, you guys. Wait, no, 2 minutes, you guys, until we do the dance party. Illusion. Okay, I got you. Y'all know, even if you're driving, if you're doing something, if you're multitasking and you can't dance, you can still bob your head, you can still wag your fingers, you can still tap your toes. It's all about the intention and the awareness that you have in the moment. You don't have to go all out. You can literally just do whatever it is that your body feels in the moment. But definitely, if you have the capability to get up and dance, there is literally nothing keeping you from going all out and dancing like nobody is watching. Melissa says it'll mess with my head if I don't change the car. I'll think I'm late for everything. I hear what you're saying, girl. I totally hear what you're saying. Oh, Liz has a clock set to my times that she knows what it is in South Carolina. You've got so many friends over here, girl. I love that. That's why you got to know what time it is. All right, guys, we've got 1 minute, and that minute is here. We're gonna go ahead and
It's a dance party. It's Arielle's dance party. Dance, 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 dance. It's a dance party. It's Arielle's dance party.
Hi, y'all. We're celebrating the fact that we're alive. We exist. There is literally nothing holding us back in life. We are perfect exactly as we are. We have everything we need. We're not broken. There's nothing wrong with us. We're completely worthy of love. We're worthy of joy. We're worthy of abundance. We are abundant. We are joyful. We are full of love. Because we exist. Oh, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. I know you can dance. Dancing. Come on! Are you bobbing your head? Maybe you got some sticky and move. Woo! Hand diving. Maybe somebody's doing the robot. No, I don't know. I could do ballet. It's Arielle's dance party. Dance, 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 it's a dance party. It's Arielle's dance party. Again, just tell me that hello. For the golden shovels, for the talking song. We're gonna dance to it again at 12:12 because we will definitely still be live. So the whole reason we do it is because we're alive. Are you alive right now? No, I'm alive right now. Doesn't matter if you have low energy. Doesn't matter if this is all you do. You're still dancing. Come on, y'all. Yay. Jumping up and down is still a dance. What's just so good for your lymphatic system? Jumping. Yeah, all right, that was our dance party. Hold, please, while we relocate to the studio. Oh my gosh, y'all. It's always such a workout. And we're going to be back shortly. Making sure everybody can still see me. And bam, we're back. We are back, ladies. Did you dance? Who danced with me? I've got my kale smoothie as always. Got some dandelion greens in here and stinging nettle. Y'all, pollen season has arrived. No joke. Oh my gosh, I wake up and I feel so congested. Thanks to all this pollen. There's yellow everywhere. So I've added some extra stinging nettle to my shake. Stinging nettle is amazing when it comes to respiratory stuff. I'm also going to get some mullein. Mullein is amazing for respiratory and allergies. Making sure that I'm getting all my greens. All right. Yay. I see y'all dancing in the chat. I have a sore back. I'm at the moment rubbing Melissa's balm on my back. Oh my gosh, I hate that. I hope you are okay, Liz. What happened were you stretching? Did you pull something? I'm glad you were still swaying, but that really sucks, that you aren't feeling well. As you can see, my hair is still here. I might not be able to keep it much longer because it is so freaking humid. Since I've been working, I haven't really been able to enjoy my hair being like this. I curled it today, so this is the first time I've actually been able to enjoy having my hair be straight. But literally, like the day after I got it done, my mom and I will have an event every first Friday. We do and we are a part of the art walk here in Myrtle Beach. And even though our tower garden isn't art, we call it food art. Anyway, the location that we were set at for the art walk was right next to across the street from the coast. and in front of a fountain, and it was super freaking windy. And even though I had my hair in a ponytail, my ponytail bushed up so bad, and I was like, Mom, I literally just got my hair done yesterday. Like, look at this is not okay. I was like really getting annoyed about it. Oh my gosh, good. I swear it feels better already because I know it was made with love. Isn't that amazing? When you like literally that extra ingredient is in there, like legitimately in there. Liz says it might have been from the gym, but it was okay the day after. Okay. I'm glad. But hey, you're going to the gym, girl. And there will be some uncomfortable moments, of course, because, you know, you're still teaching your body, right, how to get into it. But you have so much to be proud of, girl. You have been consistent. You have been diligent. You have literally been going and doing that thing. And I'm so happy for you. You have so much to be proud of for that. All right, ladies. This is the next week is the spring equinox. The new year is next Friday. How exciting is that? It's the 20th. It's when Aries season begins. And then the Mercury retrograde ends. Basically, like my definition or my understanding of retrograde is how my teacher described it is a paintbrush stroke. So, you know, when Mercury goes the correct way, right, it's going straight. And then it goes in retrograde, it goes backwards, and then it goes straight again. So that's 3 brush strokes, where some planets, they just go 1 brush stroke. But Mercury retrograde ends, it's into the 3rd stroke. So we get extra energy from that. But it's ending, and it's ending in Pisces, so that's pretty cool. Liz says, it might have been the stupid bar raise. I don't think I like that one. Bar raise? You like when you're like laying on your back and you're like raising the bar? That one can be difficult. Okay, so Melissa says, equal day and night by the sun is actually on March 17th. Interesting. In your area. And you are in, hold on. I know this. Are you in Illinois? No, are you in Michigan? You're up north. You're up somewhere cold where there's snow. Girl, this year is already flying in. I know. Like what in the world? Like it was just my birthday a couple weeks ago. Dottie's birthday was on the 1st. You know, we've got more birthdays coming up. In, you know, the next couple of weeks. But dang, like where in the world? Liz was standing. Okay, Michigan. Okay, good. I knew I was gonna be one of those. I'm glad it was one of my options. So in Michigan, the daylight savings starts on Tuesday. Not daylight savings, the night and day by the sun, the equal night and day. I wonder why. It always fluctuates. It can fluctuate between the 19th and the 22nd, I think, the spring equinox. I wonder why, what makes it one way or another. Hopefully it's the lunar, because like lunar time is supposed to be the actual keeping of a time. Because, you know, the new moon is like when the new month starts. And the new moon this month is on the 18th. So that actually makes sense if it would be the 17th or the 18th. You know, the calendar is all fucked up anyway. Because of the Gregorian calendar, it's all fucked up anyway. It's not right. You know, in Ethiopia, it's 2018. Like their new year was for 2018. How crazy is that? Man, would I go back to 2018? I don't know. I don't know if I would. I would only go back in time if I had the knowledge that I have now. Like if I would like go back and not have any knowledge, there'd be literally no point. I would only go back if I had the knowledge. Like Melissa says it fluctuated more than you might think. I never go by the calendar. I always look at the sunset times. Oh, okay. And then Liz says it depends on your latitude. That makes sense. That definitely makes sense. Latitude and longitude makes more sense than whatever whatever we're at. I've also heard that you can eat the foods that are on your latitude, even if it's not like in season, because it's better for you to eat food that's in season. So sometimes we get like bananas. Bananas are imported year round, right? And it's the best time to eat them is when they're in season. But if you're eating fruit or food that is in your latitude in season, then it would make more, and then it would be okay. That's something else that I've heard. I can't verify, but I like spitting facts that would be interesting. And you guys know that I'm not opposed to being wrong and you telling me what you know. This week has been really good. Liz says they try to tell us it's one day. There is literally no one day. Like it always fluctuates, like Melissa said, and it can never be pinpointed. I mean, it's not like one day the trees are completely bare and then the next morning they're sprouting pollen. Although it does kind of feel like that sometimes, but it's like a gradual fading. It happens over time. It's never just one day. Yeah, they try to make things fixed so that we lose that flow. We're supposed to be in flow. Yeah, no, work is going good. I am by myself now. So I was supposed to be training for a couple of weeks, like working with other cleaners, but I guess they trust me enough. I've gotten good reviews from my trainers or the other girls that I work with, because yesterday I was all by myself. I cleaned 3 units. Nobody came to check on me. They just left it to me. And I think I did hear someone say that I'm not the new girl anymore, so they're training someone else. So, hey, I'm okay with it. The work is good. It's pretty easy. It's cleaning, but I'm getting into a rhythm. So yesterday was my first day by myself, like all day long. And they're like it was like studios or like 1 bedroom. So it was only 1 bed, and a pretty small place to clean. And it took me, I don't know, maybe 2 hours to do each one by myself. The supervisor said it might take me an hour, and maybe that was if I was like super fast. I don't know. I can be slightly OCD when it comes to cleaning, y'all. It's gross. Especially when it comes to cleaning the bathroom. Like, I spray a lot of cleaner. I wipe it millions of times. And I guess it's good to be that, way when there's so many people coming back and forth and make sure it's all disinfected. But I take my time, and I know that they prefer me to take my time than rush through it and it not be clean. I'm trying not to compare myself to the other girls because they've been doing it much longer. They've gotten in a flow. So I think 2 or 3 more times for me cleaning by myself, and I will really get into a good rhythm. Do I have any good songs on my cleaning playlist? My floors really need some attention. Music always makes cleaning more enjoyable. So it's funny that you say that. So now that I'm cleaning by myself, I have been listening to like YouTube, but instead of music, I like listen to podcasts and stuff. like try to catch up on the YouTube videos that I haven't. Like my watch later playlist is like got 2,000 videos on it, and I mean I've watched a percentage of them, but I have not watched the majority of them. I might need to figure out another way to organize my YouTube videos I want to watch, but that's what I went going through. I do have a manifestation playlist on YouTube from a channel. I'll show you guys actually. Let me show you guys the YouTube the YouTube channel I like to listen to. They have really great music. So let's go to my playlists. Here we go. They must have two different channels now. So Abundance Era, Music of Manifestation. Yeah, I love these ones. This is one of my favorites. The same. Everybody says you're the one, a brand new kingdom. My reign's begun. Not waiting for a single sign. The universe moves when I decide. Every door just swings in tune. I walk in rhythm with the moon. It's a new era of me. Oh, can't you see the world unfolds so easily? I'm dripping in, yes, I'm flowing in more. Every blessing I accept. I just love the vibe of these ones. This will probably get shut down, but we can listen to a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds. I got ideas shining like gold. Visions too big for what I was told. Doors start opening, lights turn on. Old doubts fade, the blocks are gone. I open wide, I let it in. Success flows on my every spin. I cleared the noise, I changed the tone. I rise with the morning, the sky feels divine. The sun crowns my glory, the whole world is mine. I breathe in the promise, I exhale the gold. Every vision I carry begins to unfold. I just love the vibe of these songs. What podcasts do I like to listen to? That's a great question. Hey, Cammy girl, much love. Okay, so let's see. There's a lot. So there's a new guy that I found. Yaki Awakened. He's a fruitarian, but like his videos. I watched one about quinoa. Apparently, quinoa is a freaking fruit, you guys. Clinic. Make sure you visit. He literally like goes through each he breaks down what family it's part of. He goes into the scientific parts of everything. Like, look at this. Like, look at the testa and the perisperm are distinct. Like, he's literally breaking down the scientific genetics of what fruit is or what food is and why quinoa is actually considered a fruit and stuff like that. So that was really interesting. So that's a new guy that I've watched. I like this girl, Alunia. She is a Akashic channeler. People kind of feel weird about channeling, but I like her vibe. She feels very authentic to me. Whatever, people have feelings about channeling, like everyone is different, and I feel like you really do have to use discernment, because I believe that there are spirits that are unseen realms, and we have no idea who is speaking to us, right? But everything can't be demonic. Everything cannot be demons, right? There have to be angels, there have to be good higher spirits, ancestors, whatever, that come through when you are aligned with the right frequency. So I like her. Of course, there's archaics. People feel some kind of way about him too. But I mean, you cannot, I mean, regardless of what you say about him, you can't deny his research. He has done so much research and he always gives the data points. You know, his books, he pulls out information, and I mean, a lot of his predictions have come true. A lot of his predictions have come true. One of my all-time favorites, another channeling, is the Divinely Aligned channel. This is Courtney, and she spells it differently, but she channels from zero. The name of her spirit that she speaks to is Zero, and you know, I resonate. Like, I feel a resonance with the channelers that I choose to listen to. The words that they say, like, it resonates with me. It feels good. Like, it makes me think. It makes me want to listen to more, right? But there's one other one. Hold on. Let me see. It should be on here. Oh, of course, Dr. Mindy Pelez. You know, I can't help but shout her out. She's the doctor that has written Eating Like a Girl, Fasting Like a Girl, Aging Like a Girl. Lots of great information as far as eating for women and understanding the woman's body. There's one that I'm looking for in particular. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Well, this is Professor Jang. This is just a spin-off channel. Okay, here we go. The Predictive History. I should be subscribed to this one. Yes, I am. This guy, oh my gosh. I haven't listened to his lectures in a couple of weeks, but this guy is teaching a high school class in China. Okay, but he records his classes, and his breakdown of history, of the economy, spirituality, he goes through all of it. It makes so much sense. Like, his classes pass or fail, so there's like no tests or anything. You know, you show up, you present your arguments. It's all about critical thinking. But he goes through like history, from like breaking down the real history versus the fake history. Y'all literally should go and listen to him. He's got, right now, he's going through great books. He's got game theory. I haven't listened to any of these, but the one that I did do was The Secret History. Oh my gosh. Like, look at this. The Empire of Evil, the Faith of Evil, the Capital of Evil, the Empire of Church, the Organization of the Dawn of the Jews, the Divine Spark of Jesus. Oh, this was a good one. The Zarathustra, the literary Genesis. Like, he goes through it, and he literally, it's just history, and he's not telling you to think one way or another. He's just presenting facts as they are. The Theory of Everything, that was such a good one. So I love him. I would highly suggest. He's one of those ones that makes predictions about like the economy, about the financial system, like silver and stuff, and he's like right on par. So those are some ones. I need to check the chat. I've been talking for a minute. Okay, let me see. Let me scroll back up. Okay, so where Cami came in. All right. I let my higher self be the bouncer when channeling messages. She's my ride or die. Yes, girl. Oh, I love it. Liz was at 333. That's so cool. Hey, Tommy. Acid for Squares, loving their interview. Huh? Let me go over here and find that one. I'm definitely... Ooh, they look interesting, Melissa. Let me share with everyone so we can see. Look at this. Let's see a couple of theirs. How Blue of Earth's ayahuasca diet transformed her. The Return of Blue of Earth. Paul Schlegel channels urgent message for humanity. He interviewed 1,000 people about death. Ooh, that's probably a really interesting one. The most studied energy healer on the planet. You know what? This thumbnail was suggested to me, Melissa. This guy right here, the scientifically proven miracle worker. Yeah, this was suggested for my watch now. I wonder if this is in my watch later. I'm going to find out. Let's find out if I put this in my watch later playlist. Because I think I did. How incredible would it be if you literally suggested something that I had in my watch later playlist? Hold on. We got to find out, you guys. I got a lot of stuff in here. Oh, yeah. I wanted to watch the Joe Rogan one with Macaulay Culkin. He married Brenda Song. You guys don't understand how happy that made me that he is with Brenda Song. They have such a happy relationship. Okay, no, it looks like I did not put it in my listen later playlist, but I remember seeing it and thinking that that was something I needed to watch. So thank you, Melissa. I love that. I love getting suggestions for channels and stuff. They talk a lot about plant medicine. Oh, you listened to that one? That interview was great. I signed up to be a tester for his experiment. Ooh, he's literally doing experiments. That's pretty cool. That right there is pretty cool. One new channel that I found I listened to the other day, it was interviewing the lady who worked on the Diary of a CEO. You guys know that channel, Diary of a CEO. It's a British guy, and he's really, really big now. But because I'm also like an entrepreneur, I also do YouTube shows. I've got this, so I'm also interested in like figuring out how to use the system and how to better my content. So I was listening to that. I listened to a podcast about speaking to your body and how your cells actually listen to you, because you are the god of your universe, basically, and your body is waiting for you to tell it what to do. And Melissa says, I should now. Synchronicity. I know, right? Seriously. I saw it, and I'm definitely going to listen to it. I have saved it. Let me make sure I go back. Yeah, I've got this saved. So it's on here now, girl. Yes, Awakened Mind. Zhang is the best. He's got some serious info. Mm-hmm. So, as far as like listening to stuff, I'm going to be listening to more. I expect to be on my own more often, except when we clean like the big houses. Y'all, I'm going to have to make some videos with some of these houses. They are huge, beautiful, beautiful views, so many beds. It would be great for a meetup, but these houses do not come cheap because they're right on the beach. So that would be something we would seriously have to plan for. Actually, your body is listening and following all of our directions. Even when you're not aware, you're giving them. Exactly, our subconscious. That's why our subconscious beliefs manifest in our body. Everything you believe about yourself, it comes exactly from your subconscious, and it shows on your face, it shows on your skin, it shows in symptoms. I read The Diary of an Economic Hitman. The Diary of an Economic Hitman. That sounds quite interesting, Jonna. An economic, is it written as a novel or is it written as a nonfiction? I mean, that I feel like that would seriously make people think. Oh, you guys remember I had that new book? Where is it? I started reading the book about women, food, and God. Quite like I'm still just in the beginning of it, but the parallels that she makes between like our emotions and how we think about food, how we treat food, it makes sense. Like I used to be pushing 300 pounds and food used to be my comfort, right? It was when I was feeling depressed, I would want to eat. When I was feeling happy, I would want to eat. Like it was all linked to food. And even still today, like I would still say I'm addicted to food. I love food. I don't think there's anyone who doesn't love food. But, you know, the question is, were we created to consume food, especially on a daily basis, right? Oh, sorry. Liz says that she's known that book, but she hasn't read it yet. I mean, I feel like this is definitely something we need to look into. Jonna, tell me, is it supposed to be a nonfiction fiction? I'm about to look it up right now. Hold on. Talk about a prophetic novel. Oh, obviously it's a novel. So that's kind of like sorry, I didn't even read that. It's kind of like the Man in the High Castle. That's a TV show. I mean, it was a book series, but that one is super interesting. It's obviously a novel. I think a novel, but it's more of a tell-all from a fixer for corporations and governments. I think there's an audio version on YouTube. Okay. Definitely have to look at that. Let's show the people what it looks like. Confessions of an Economic Hitman. Looks very interesting. It's quite a different. So by John Perkins. Okay. Yep, this is definitely going on the list, girl. Oh my goodness, Liz has dropped a dress size. Congratulations, girl. That's nothing to sneeze at. I mean, based on like the look of the book, it looks like it could be from the CIA, especially if you're saying that he's a fixer for corporations and stuff. Super interesting. You know, I cannot, I have to take breaks. Like I can't, as much as I think we have to be in all of this stuff, like and be aware of it, I think you only need to be aware of it to a certain extent, because once you're aware, like it will literally take over, you know, or you could allow it to take over. You could allow yourself to spiral. I just really like I go through seasons and stages where I'm super plugged into all of the conspiracies. I mean, it's not really a conspiracy. We know it. It's actually like, it's more like current events. That's what I'm trying to say. Current events. It's actually like current events and stuff. Okay, so he was MI6 and the Mossad, of course. All of them, all of those, you know, 3-letter agencies are all in it together. Awakened Mind says Philip K. Dick is a great author. Very cool. Liz didn't want to lose, but she did lose it. Sue lost 10 pounds in the last month. I didn't need to. Don't know what's going on. Very interesting. And you haven't changed anything in your diet, huh? Golden Shovel say that he's down 82 pounds and counting since I started founding for 3s at a time and cutting my sugar. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, congratulations. That is absolutely amazing. You are definitely doing it. There are foods that I can no longer eat, like chocolate. It could be, the whole appetite thing in the wintertime. Literally, like, because it's supposed to be hibernation, it makes more sense that we're less hungry during the winter. So your appetites might pick up now that it's spring. That would be interesting. That chocolate is good for you. I hate that you can't eat chocolate anymore, but maybe you could do cacao powder instead of like actual chocolate. I mean, I'm not saying you need to. Everyone doesn't need to eat chocolate. But I love chocolate too. And right now I should definitely be eating some chocolate. Not much of an appetite. Yeah, during the winter, you don't need to have an appetite. You just need to be having rest. And when you do eat, you need to be eating like nourishing foods like soups and things that are easily to digest. Melissa says when you release certain fears and limiting beliefs, you can easily shed weight without trying. Oh, spiritually, isn't that amazing? Because your body is literally holding on to that stuff. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I want to get, you guys know, or maybe you don't, but Chance at Interverse, he does sound healing, and I got it years ago. I want to do that again because he can totally see, even virtually, like where your energy is blocked, in your chakras, and like kind of help realign stuff. I love that. I would love to do that again. And there's also healers out there that can help you with like shedding certain fears. Not that you have to, but there are some things like you need an objective third party to let you know where the limiting belief is, where the block is, to just sow the seed or help you to shed some light on something to help you let it go. So I know there's one lady in Greenville that I was introduced to who does that kind of healing. The fear of being seen is a big reason for gaining weight. That is a big one, Melissa. Seriously, because being in the spotlight is not easy. It's really not. There's a lot of criticism that comes with being seen, and you have to be okay with other people's emotions. You have to be okay with other people's opinions, and not changing what you think and how you feel and how you act based on other people. And I can tell you that is definitely something I'm working on for sure. Eating makes me feel sleepy, especially during the day. Finally, the food pyramid scan has been scrapped. Yes, that is amazing that it is much improved. And Ray's in the house. What up, Ray? There's he's giving us an anthem. Jonna says she loves Chance. He has a true gift. He really does. He's great with words. And Jenny is the lady of logos. Seriously, both of them are amazing. Thanks for dropping your links, Ray. Ray says, I'm okay with all your emotions. Thanks, bro. Let me go ahead and open up this link. Melt Boy Anthem. Yeah, it was just released 2 days ago. That's what's up. Are you liking living in Florida, Ray? And he is going live tonight, guys. So make sure you stop by. I can't. I'm not up that late. I can't. And even if I am up that late, it's like I'm on my way to bed. Food shopping is a nightmare. It's mostly not food on the shelves. Literally, girl, you are preaching to the choir. I mean, as much as like I want the convenience of shopping, I know too much. Like I literally know too much. I can't just buy things. I read the label. I mean, if it has more than one ingredient, like it's just not real. Like it's literally a nightmare. Ray says he dares me to play it. Well, you know, I can't not take a dare. No, that's not true. I would definitely not do it if I didn't feel like it. But Ray's my boy.
I think we should turn off here. No, keep going straight. I know a shortcut.
The X Factor is approaching. No! Oh no! It's coming right now! Help me!
I think I lost a pound. I weigh lots of pounds. I'm fat as fuck. You'll get tossed around the lost and found. It's done here on snare drum in your eardrum. Hot package, hotter than a sauce package. Every time I blaze, I require haze. Love the taste. Outer space is not a place. You're lost without a trace. Making globies make a pouty face. Fuck you, milk boy. Know myself? I don't even think you know yourself. Phone a friend because you need to phone some help. Neo from the Matrix wants his look back. You shouldn't have took that, and now you look bad. And you shook mad glad on your way to 9th grade with your book bag. You need to rethink that. Your tracks are whack and they stink bad. Rhymes are short sport. I go full court. Your rhymes just fall short. So fuck you, Mel boy. You need to get out the house more. I'm more from the north, not the south shore. I keep it original and make it subliminal. Take it from the street to your living room. We thought you were a true king, but you're unoriginal. You stop making videos, rapping in your living room. I'm into visuals, and I can see you're not an individual. You thought you were a true king, but your fake AI music and your mood swings, and they just want to move away and do a new thing.
This is a diss track, apparently. I wasn't prepared.
Ain't no time to say no more. Why you sabotage yourself for? Because it's time to save the day. It's Cowboy, yeah! Cowboy. When was the last time you felt joy? I really wish I could help more. But he's here to save the day. He's Cowboy, yeah! Cowboy. You better not come out your mouth, boy.
Is this him? Is this Mr. Meltology that you're...
You're here to save the day.
I know that guy. That black dude? Isn't that a real dude? Are you like making compilations of real people?
Hey, yo, Mel, boy.
I feel like I've seen that guy
Don't
before.
riggedy wreck yourself, boy, and that's for Sheezy. Fucking with the kings, don't know who you fucking with, boy. It's Ray and Russ, we drop bombs when we spit, boy. Let's play a game, it's called Baked Potato. I'm high as fuck, smoking that gelato. 33, it's Rye Rush, you can't fuck with me. And I'm nobody's puppet, now you see, now you see.
Hey yo, fruit this. Your group's attempts to blackball me came up fruitless.
There's a lot of AI in this, bro.
And you're a true bitch. Also known as the lapdog of the movement. I put my heat on full blast. I will beat your broke ass.
That's
It's
a
my
big old
forecast.
spoon.
I
What's
bet you
going
didn't know
on?
that. Let's go back to the old Meltology cup shirt is a throwback. What was it today, Ray? Haze or sour? I can't remember, man. I blazed for hours. It's cold outside. You better leave the
What
faucet
did he
on.
do to you? I don't know
know
if I want to know. Okay, he doesn't look familiar there. But he looked familiar a minute ago. Ew, what's happening?
The ball for the sport. I'll send you out of town without a sound.
What are you doing?
5, 6, 7, 8. My time in
What
the
have you done?
I'm never late, although I never may. Get my apology from
Man,
the
remind me
leaders
never
of
to put
Meltology
your
for
bad
blackballing
side,
me
Ray.
for all to see. I'm patiently by the phone waiting for you to call my jack. But Ray, it's been 5 years now. She ain't ever calling back. Hello, no boy. You ain't the only one I felt for it. Think I'm stoked like I felt bored.
I think she should be driving. She shouldn't be dancing. Who is this guy that's singing? You showed him a couple times. He's always got things in his ears. Is this like the whole Meltology crew or something?
And I'm
Thing, not good thing.
yeah, that's my jam. All right.
This
Watch this. Let me
AI
show you how it's
stuff.
done.
Because I
You
mean,
know anything? Get that garbage off my screen. I'm telling you, it's the truth. Lies. Take this. Yeah, that's what I thought.
And it's Mel Boy, yay, fade, yay.
is that oh God. Well, I did it, so I win the dare. But I was not prepared. Okay, let's see. Ray says, yeah, the late nights are getting tougher for him the older he gets. Yeah, I get that. Liz says, I wonder if it's one of those things, if we stop giving attention, it will disappear. Chance and Topper and Sabrina Wallace are doing an event called Elements in April. That sounds like fun. Oh, excuse me, not Elements, Elementals. Yeah, I featured him and dissed him on the same album. That's the first time in Truth or Hip Hop history. It's Spartan Red. Okay, I don't know who that is. A lot of cameos. Great job, bro. I literally could not have made that. I saw a lot of, literally, like, you had to play around with AI because I have. And I mean, your skills, seriously. What's up, Russ? Russ got what's in there. True Kings. Yeah. Remind me never to get on y'all's bad side. But this Elementals in April, I wonder where it is. Because I would totally go, but I mean, really now I can't. She loved it. Yeah, I did. That's funny. Man, making music and then also making the music videos. I mean, that's no joke. Like, people think that it just comes out of thin air, but no, it surely don't. No, it surely don't. And I haven't been keeping up with any of the, people, so I don't know who the Red Spartan dude is. But there were people who were like vomiting at one point. I was just like, what in the world? Was Ceiling Fan Man in there at one point? I haven't watched Ceiling Fan Man in a while. Man, that takes me back. Oh, it's in Missouri because that's where they are at. Oh, dang. That would be a trip for me. Jonna also agrees that it was excellent editing. Oh, that's fun. That's funny. Well, grand rising to you, bro. I can totally play TikTok videos. Let's see what Sue has. Hold on. Drum roll, please. Sue makes awesome videos. I've seen a few of hers. Rose? Rose are a good sign, I assume. Crows are supposed to be a really good sign. So you saw some crows. That's pretty cool. Ray say it took him months. I am not surprised, man. I am not surprised. That was amazing. Good on you. He figured that crap out. was having problems. I haven't messed around with it in AI in a long time. And then you got to buy like so many subscriptions to get the good features and stuff. Ugh. Jonna said, I heard Sabrina is having an event and gathering somewhere in South Carolina. Most interested in the locations. Yeah, seriously. Oh, yeah, that's right. Tommy's having an event tomorrow at his farm. That's going to be awesome. If you guys are in the area, y'all should go. Great job on that, Sue. That was awesome. I love your exploring and you going to find like ruins and stuff. It's very cool. We got to look at the places that people would never really look, right? Yeah, I think they're just having fun, John. It's just a meetup. You just gotta go and show up and have fun. Just go and have fun with everybody. Ray will be traveling. Oh, they were ravens. Oh, okay. I thought they were crows. Ravens are pretty cool too. Ravens are pretty cool. They are super smart, just like crows are. Congrats on your probation being over, Ray. I cannot wait to get to the beach. So you've been at the beach. You've been going out to the beach. It looks like it's awesome. The weather right now is being super bipolar. It was super nice, but now it's like 51 degrees outside, which is way too cold. It is supposed to warm up eventually, but I'm trying to get to the beach. And, now that I'm working full time, there are some days that I get off early or I get off like early in the afternoon. I still have to drive home, which, I'm not, it's not that bad. But literally taking advantage of the beach, taking advantage of walking on the beach. Like there's also some exercise, I think, not Qigong, but another like exercise type of sunrise thing on Saturday mornings that I want to get into. Like I'm literally planning on taking full advantage of being next to the beach this summer. Lots of ravens at the beach. That's awesome. Oh, wow, Rave. 2 whole years. That's a lot. Oh, yeah, the Coffee Underground. Yes, that was really cool. Lots of layers in Greenville, Sue. You've got to come in and explore them. She's right. She's right. Oh, gosh, you guys. We live in interesting times right now, do we not? Did I get the vehicle? I did. Yes, I got the vehicle. I sold my silver. I only got about 80 to 90% of the worth on them, but I was more grateful. Someone tried to only give me 50% of their worth when I went to sell them, but I found someone else who gave me more. So I literally had exactly the right amount to get the car. And then I had to worry about insurance. I had to worry about paying the taxes, like all of this stuff. So my mom helped me out, and it still wasn't enough. Well, not that it wasn't enough, but like it wasn't, I couldn't fully get it registered. I could only get a temporary plate. So because I have the car is why I got the job, because I needed to be able to afford car insurance and all the other stuff that came with it. And DoorDash, I mean, I could have, now that I had a car of my own, I could have kept doing DoorDash, but DoorDash was not going to give me enough money. So that's why I went ahead and I got the cleaning job to help with the car, because yeah. Ray's lucky enough to go to the beach in the winter. No Awakened Mind Actually, it might be. Yes, it might be Tai Chi because it started with a T. So yes, actually, you are right. I believe that's correct. So that would be good. Would love to go and do Tai Chi in the mornings, or at least one day a week, apparently. Melissa says bipolar weather is right. Last week we finally hit 71 day, and now we've got snow and high winds. People's garbage cans are blowing over. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Like, what are they doing playing with the wind? Ravens and crows are both incredible. Yep. I love those. I want to befriend some crows because you can teach them all kinds of things. Liz has got magpies. That's pretty cool. I remember like hearing about magpies and like stories and TV shows and stuff. Thank you. Yeah, Sue, you guys are right. Everyone buying silver nowadays. Yeah, I want to get more. Like, definitely want to get more. Silver is how it is. Arielle, I spent all week in Myrtle Beach near the boardwalk. You didn't miss much. Hot, cold, hot, cold. Yeah. Exactly. Even when it is really, really warm, because it's right there on the coast, the high winds makes it cold. So it's not even worth it. I still got to bundle up to go to the beach. So I'm waiting until it's like high noon, high tide. Like, seriously. Definitely give me a thumbs up if you haven't already, guys. We're going to get ready for dance party at 12:12. Yeah, they are going to have great weather tomorrow. So, yeah, I've got to figure out balance between this job and my content creation, because in my brain, this job is temporary. I got it because my human really needed some assurance, needed some stability when it came to, finances. I completely believe that, the Most High provides for us, and provisions come when you're faithful and when you're, dedicated to, staying intentional and whatever it is you put your mind to. That, like, me getting this job is not saying, none of that. I literally, like, this is what my soul needed right now. And as soon as I decided to go and get a job, I found one, right? Like, some people spend years, months trying to get a job. And I was blessed enough, lucky enough, aligned enough to just show up for an interview and get hired and start the next day. Like, that doesn't happen very often. So I'm very, very grateful. I'm going to take full advantage of this opportunity and the hours, and you guys hold me accountable. I am still going to do whatever it is that I need to become self-sustaining, to become, financially free, so that I can literally just do what makes me happy, do what makes, brings me passion. It's all about what you're devoted and dedicated to, and time management and all of that stuff, things that I am well aware of and need to be implementing more for sure. Oh my God, Sue, gas prices are over $6. That is insane. That's absolutely insane. Yeah, it's like $3.50 here too, which is still insane to me as well. Yeah, apparently they could, and I'm not okay with the gas prices going up, especially now that I work like 30 to 45 minutes away. In Michigan, it's $3.50 as well. I'm glad you don't have to drive that much, Melissa. That's really nice. That's really nice. All right, 2 minutes until our dance party. It feels very calculated and intentional, planned, eccentric. Yeah, it definitely is. Yes, Jonathan. We do dance parties at 11:11 and 12:12, and if I'm still around at 1:11, we celebrate the fact that we're alive and we exist. So yeah, you get to be here for a live dance party. Liz says, I'm just waiting for the green light to come back to South Carolina. Liz, do you have to like put in like a request with the government? Like, are you like not allowed to just travel whenever you want, or is it like a money thing? Like, why would you need somebody else's permission to come back to South Carolina? Yeah, anything in the media really is a shit show, honestly. It's all a distraction, distracting us from what's really happening, and we've got to keep our ear to the ground as much as possible. All right, you guys, dance party is about to happen. No matter what is happening in the world, we put good energy into the world.
It's a dance
Putting
party.
good energy into the world. This is us making sure that we are the creators of our universe, of our reality. We put out positivity. Put it out there, y'all. Fuck the Arielle war. Fuck the Democrats. Fuck the Republicans. Fuck everybody. We're all one. We are all everything you look at. And we say what happened. We're dancing it out. Yeah.
Arielle's dance party.
Dance it out, y'all. It don't matter what you're doing in life, you can always dance and celebrate that you exist. Yes, you do. Oh. Dance it out. Come on, y'all. Dance off all that negative energy. We don't need none of it. We are the creators of our universe. This is Jane Kelly. Everything we think, everything we say, everything we do, it's about positivity. Yeah. We exist to make love. We exist to make joy and peace and prosperity. We are the ones who decide how crazy this world gets. We don't give our power away. We claim our power. We have the audacity to claim it all. Yeah, we do. It's a party.
It's Arielle's dance party.
Dance.
It's Arielle's dance party.
Come on, y'all.
It's a dance party. It's Arielle's dance party.
Hey. Y'all still can't see my fancy footwork. One of these days I'll have to get it. Let y'all see all the dance fancy footwork. Y'all can't see it. Dance, y'all. Y'all can be bobbing your head, moving your shoulders, wiggling your fingers, tapping your toes. Yeah. I may have to get the creepings to make a song for me. Dance song for us. Woo! What do you think, Ray? Is the Ray still here? Rye Russ? What do you think? Y'all make a dance song for us? Yeah! Woo! Dance party! Man, dance parties always take it out of me. But that's a good thing. Pause, please. All right, and now we get back to our regularly scheduled programming. All right. How was that, y'all? Did y'all dance? Yes. Oh, divine timing. I got it, Liz. Yay. All right. Oh, yeah. John is talking about the traffic. The traffic here in Myrtle Beach has been crazy, too. even for a second, if we're still celebrating, you know, that helps. That changes the frequency. We have to remember that what we give our attention to, what we give our attention to, what we give our intention to, what we put our awareness on, it grows. And when we continue to delegate our power to other people, when we stop asking questions, when we stop critically thinking and we just accept what we're told, this is giving away our power. And that is why the world has gotten to the point where it is right now. You know, it really, really sucks. And, you know, maybe you by yourself can't do anything about it, but we as creatures of the divine light, we can have something to do about it. And I say creature. Let me show you guys something. Hold on. I want to talk about something in particular. Let me go to Instagram. I want to show y'all something. Hold on. I saw something interesting about words. They better show it. You know, I freaking hate. Oh, never mind. I figured out what it was. I'm just on the wrong one. I gotta change my profile. Hopefully I can. Oh, maybe I can't change my profile. Let me sign out. Hold on, guys. I need to get into the right profile for crap. Bear with me. Let me try to log in with Facebook. Nope, that's not it. Infinite array. I'm coming, you guys. Just bear with me. No. Oh, dang. I hope this doesn't take too long. I really want to talk about this now that it came to my mind. Yes. Okay, I got it. Woo! I got it. All right, here we go. This is going to be super interesting. Hopefully, YouTube doesn't have anything to say about me showing this video. Let me... hold on. Got to share now. You guys still with me? All right, hold on, you guys. Out here, I found it. Thank you guys for staying with me. I appreciate your patience. All right. I'm not going to play this one about the Rothschilds, but that one is super interesting as well. This is the one I wanted to...
I'm obsessed with etymology because you got to really understand what they're saying with symbols and logos and why are we saying certain things, right? So like husband, did anybody know what husband really means? If you look at Webster's dictionary, right? So Webster's dictionary, he wrote something, it's called the American Dictionary of the English Language. So in that book, the definition of husband This is the real definition of husband. Means cultivator, means builder, means farmer, but it also means clown.
I mean, and that's what a lot of the whole idea of it, they pretty much make the husband clowns.
So when you really think about it, you're like, wait a minute, why is every husband in every sitcom show the clown? Because if you look at Black's Law Dictionary, if you look at the Webster's Dictionary of the American English Language, the real definitions of things, people have no idea what they're talking about. Like black, if you look into the dictionary that I was talking about, American English Language by Webster, black means to make pale or to bleach. So, you know, human doesn't mean human.
Break that down.
Yeah,
I know,
break that down.
I know where you're going with this.
Okay, human, you're a human being? No, you're not. If you look in Black's Law Dictionary and Noah Webster's American English Language Dictionary, if you look into human, actually means monster, because they created this word, Homo sapien, man, human, Homo sapien, right? Okay, right. Human is not in the Bible, because in the Bible it says man, mankind, children, that's it, right? There's no human in the Bible. So where did this come from? They legally made this because you're not human because you are human. You're actually a monster because the definition means monster, and I can do whatever to a monster. So I will tell everybody, go get Black's Law Dictionary, go get American Dictionary for the English Language by Noah Webster. Why do we have human resources at jobs? You already know you're human. Nobody's questioning this. That's what I mean.
Human resources. Well, who else is it?
Who else is it? I know I'm a human. You're a human. So
what else would
so
it
you
be?
have to define something else because you're probably different.
We're not ran by human beings.
This is not ran by human beings. That's what I'm saying. So
yeah, I don't think I've ever heard anybody even bring this up.
Yeah, why is it called human resources?
Yeah, like nobody's ever even talked about this.
But it makes sense now because now you know the real definition.
You gotta read the definitions. You gotta
read between the lines.
Yes.
So I found that super fascinating. And as far as like when it comes to the word human, like I've heard the terminology of hue, right? Because hue means light. Like you can also chant hue. It's supposed to be the name of God in, I guess, Indian tradition, but hue means light. So hue, man, and being. So light, man, being. I've heard that too. But when you go into the etymology of the word, who created words, right? Not God. Man created words. And the English language, the Anglo-Saxon language, was derived from, or allegedly has been derived from, the fallen angels, right? Which has gotten us completely away from our telepathic communication of our emotions and all of that stuff. I had never heard of human meaning monsters, so I found that super fascinating. Jonna says moron, idiot are also legal terms like deaf, dumb, and blind in Helen Keller. Moron and idiot are also legal terms. Isn't that crazy? Like seriously, words are spells, especially in the English language. Words are spells, and the saying "sticks and stones may break my bones, but words and that may never hurt me." Literally, that can be, maybe a little mantra or a prayer, because words can hurt you, do hurt you. They spellbind you. They infiltrate your subconscious. But the thing is, the brain doesn't know anything about spelling. The brain doesn't understand words. The brain understands frequency, vibration. So your brain doesn't know the difference between morning and morning, between weekend and weekend, between there, and there, right? Your brain only feels the vibration and the frequency of it. So the vibration and the frequency of the word is what matters most, regardless of what, the definition has changed over the centuries. Like nice, like we've talked about nice several times. Nice means foolish, right? It doesn't mean it wasn't created to mean. It didn't start out to mean nice, right? These are things that have been changed, but just because we don't acknowledge the original origin of the word, does that mean that it no longer holds the original meaning? No, I disagree. I think that just because you say it means something different doesn't actually make it different. So we have to be careful with our words. We speak them over ourselves. This is why you can talk to your body and you can tell your body exactly what to do, because your words carry weight. Your words carry magic. Speaking in general makes it is a type of magic. It is frequency, it is vibration, it carries power. So talking to your body, telling your body what to do, telling your body to heal itself. If you broke your leg and your doctor tells you it's going to take 3 months to heal, you could tell your leg, hey, heal faster, heal 3 times faster. I want to go hiking in 2 weeks. I need you to heal. And it will listen to you, because you are the God of your body. You are the God of your universe. It listens to you because it is you. It's supposed to do everything you say. Just like Melissa said earlier, even when we are not giving conscious direction to our body is listening to us, because it is driven by our subconscious and our conscious, right? So yeah, I'm fascinated by words and etymology, and I love looking stuff up, and this is why I try my hardest to say grand rising instead of good morning. I mean, there's many theories out there about how good morning came about. In the Black community, there is a tale about how, the slave owners told the slaves to have a good morning after a slave was killed, right? Or, ritualistically, for purposes of intimidation and stuff, right? When they would hang or lynch someone, to make sure that everyone stayed in line, they would say, the next day, have a good morning, right? As in, like, mourning the loss of this person. So I've heard that theory before, that's where good morning comes from. Just because you change the spelling of it doesn't change the sound, doesn't change the original intention. So saying grand rising, has a more of a positive feeling. The sun rises. It is a grand new day. In Spanish, buenos dias is, good day, straight up, just good day. Bonjour just means hello in French. And, I'm not well versed in all languages, but I do know that English, English puts it on the person, and other languages keep the individual more separate from their words, from their feelings, because that's really how it is. So hold on, let me see. Let me get back to the chat here. You guys are talking about how awesome South Carolina is. Yeah, if you can't see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it, it doesn't exist in a legal courtroom setting. So obviously there's much more to our senses. Yeah, definitely. Talking about the mind is powerful. Yep. The placebo or nocebo effect. Yep. Let's see. I can recall when Pizza Hut was the only quote unquote nice restaurant in Walhalla. That's funny. Liz, yes, nice equals foolish, stupid, fool. Like, yeah, it's not what it actually means. That's funny. Aloha is an option. Yes, I love that word, aloha. What does it actually mean? Do you know what it means, Jana? Yeah, aloha is good. I think it's just like good day too. Let me just look it up. I mean, I don't know why I'm asking you. I can just look it up myself. Aloha. I want to know what it means in Hawaiian. Ah, okay. This is really cool. So according to Brave, which I use the Brave browser, but Brave still has its own AI. Aloha in Hawaiian, it means the peace of breath or breath of life. Oh my gosh. Literally, I love that so much because every single breath we breathe is the breath of life. It is literally keeping us alive. We cannot exist without breath. Oh, I love it. It reflects the Hawaiian belief in the sacredness and interconnectedness of all life. I would love to visit Hawaii, to live in Hawaii, to experience Hawaii. It's commonly used as both hello and goodbye because it is all one. I love that. Oh yeah, and, let me look up let's do another one. Let's do hello. How to say good day in Italian. So it's still just good morning or hello, have a good day, good morning, hello, have a good evening. Buona. I'm definitely butchering this. Y'all can totally laugh. Buona gorinata. Yeah, I'm not even going to try. Let me see. Let's do French. It's probably just bonne journée, good day. Have a good day. Have a nice day. I wish you a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day. I don't see no morning in here. Well, I did say good day because we know that day is much better. I could say morning. Let's see. Does it actually translate? No, it doesn't. So it doesn't even show us, the AI doesn't even show us a blip about good morning because that's only an English thing. I want to find out about Japanese and Chinese, actually. Let's see, they actually use for hello or good day. It's not actually morning. So you guys see the difference. I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do Chinese. It translates to early morning good. Early morning good is a suitable formal and informal one. Oh, I like this one. Morning peace. Okay, a poetic and elegant version meaning morning peace. So this one actually does have morning. Want a cup of coffee? Feeling good today? Let's do greetings. Let's just do greetings. Greetings in Chinese. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, hi, hello, long time no see. Y'all know I'm not even trying to say these words. I'm just trying to see if they use it. What their standard hello is basically just hello. And then let's go back to Japanese. Good morning is used in formal settings before noon. Hello, good afternoon, good evening, thank you very much. Good morning is informal. Hi, hey. All right, that was fun. Hold on. Awakened Mind used to say aloha all the time. Aloha from Orlando, Florida, right? That's awesome. I love it. Aloha. It was 1, 2, 3, 4 a minute ago. That's cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. Not oh no, but very cool that Jana saw 999 on car bingo earlier. That's cool. Melissa's favorite time is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty awesome. Oh, how about saying cheers? That's a good question. Let's find out. Let's see what cheers means. I gotta share my screen again. Let's see. What does cheers mean in England? Cheers is a versatile and widely used informal expression that means thank you, goodbye. It's a toast when drinking. It's an expression of goodwill. Cheers is not used in formal context and is generally avoided when a more specific or polite response is expected. Its flexibility makes it useful and charming words in British English. So cheers could be cool. Yeah, they say that in Australia too. Sue, when I was in Australia, I got into the habit of saying cheers, mate. Cause they, in Australia carries over a lot of the English culture. So I like that one. Oh, Angela Baby Carson's in the house. Love you, girl. What does the John 2345 was a great tag. Oh, you saw a car that said that? That's pretty cool. Let me stop sharing. You saw a car that said 2345? That is pretty cool. I actually saw 444 the other day, and I have seen it. I have seen 888, 999. I've seen 555. I have literally, as I've been driving, have seen so many angel numbers. I see 222. I've seen 1111. Like on cars and stuff, like on the road. I've seen 2222. And even when I don't see like full 3 numbers in a row, I have been seeing a lot of 353, 112, 696, like, numbers on each side. I've also seen a lot of double numbers like 665, 331, 115. So like I've been seeing some really, really cool numbers as well. Angela Baby Carson, I love you, girl. Good day in Australia. Yes, I said that a lot when I was in Australia too. Oh, conspiracy music guru, really? I should have him on, you think? You think he'd want to come on to my little teeny tiny show? I'm sure we could have a good conversation. I shouldn't put myself down. Oh my gosh, I love the 222s. The language of vehicle pieces used to be master, slave, and plumbing sounds. What? What? The language of vehicle pieces used to be master, slave, and plumbing sounds, very sexual, male and female pieces. Oh, yes, of course. I know what you mean. Like, and this is not just in plumbing, but in also electrical too, because you've got the male and the female ends of stuff in electrical work. That is quite fascinating. Seuss has seen a lot of angel numbers as well. That's pretty cool. Don't you love those God winks when it's just like, you're seeing a lot? I love it. You've seen the 1111 and the 111. Angela Baby Carson thinks that I should have on Conspiracy Music Guru. Oh, I love the 1010. 1010 or 10 is my life path number. Well, it's 10-1 because you do the double digit and the single digit, because the double digit tells you something too. And I've actually heard conflicting information because one book I read said that you do not you don't, what is it? You don't reduce the 10 because the 0 makes a difference. It means something. And then other people, still say that you reduce it to 1. But I love 1010. I saw 2 cars parked beside one another with tags 234. Really? Isn't that cool? It's like, literally, how can I be in traffic and I see one license plate in front of me that says 656 and then the other plate says 565? Like, that just, how does that even happen? It just Oh, that's funny, baby Carson. I thought people used to try to put their names on personalized number plate. It just recently changed to angel numbers. Oh, so you mean like people are actually requesting these angel numbers for their license plates? That really could be. I thought about it because I do want to get a personalized license plate, and I thought about using my name because my name would actually fit, but I don't actually want everyone knowing my name as I drive. Like, that would like literally be public information. Like, I would be plastering who I am to everyone. So no, I would not put my name. I see ascendant sequential numbers just as much as repeating numbers. Yes. Oh, that's awesome. That is 11 absolutely reduced to 10. No, it's one whole. You're too funny. I can't, y'all. I think that the sequential numbers are just as important. I mean, like, just because it's not a, sequential single digit that's, repeated, numbers hold so much meaning. So seeing the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4, 5, 6, 7, the 5, 6, 5, 6, 6, 5, 6, 5, 9, 9, 5, like, I think that is just as important as everything else. It is what you make it. Your perception is what makes it. Your belief is what makes it. If you believe that it holds meaning, it will hold meaning. You can't put your name but work it into the letters and numbers here. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so I could do Arielle with a bunch of 1s. If I replace the I and the L, maybe I could replace the E's with 3s and stuff like that. I see what you're saying, for sure. I see what you're saying. That is 11 absolutely reduced to 10. Yeah, no, I'm excited to get my license plate. It's going to be a nerdy one from a TV show that we only had 1 season. Many people don't know about it because, like I said, it only had 1 season, but it's one of my favorite TV shows with Nathan Fillion. So I'm going to show my nerdy side. And I already found out that it is available. So whenever I'm ready, it'll be there. Yeah, Jana, that's funny. 0 really makes as much sense as daylight savings time. That is funny. Symbolically, 0 really means the creator because he is all-encompassing. He's everything. But actually, it's the 0 with the dot in it. So it's like a bullseye. But like the circle is supposed to represent the one and only, the Most High. I love that. That's funny. I just had an orange. Jana, my girl. Yes. Firefly. I love it. Jana knew what I was talking about. My license plate is going to be brown coat. Yep. I'm excited. I have wanted to have this license plate for years. Only the real ones are going to understand this one. Man, you guys, I gotta go grocery shopping today. I gotta get some more food. I gotta figure out some dishes to make some sweet potato. We've got purple sweet potatoes. I need to figure out make some dishes for this week. I work Sunday through Thursday now, so I really gotta do as much prep work this weekend as possible. Oh, speaking of which, baby Carson, if you're still listening, okay, so I'm getting back into, I want to bake again. I took my starter out to refeed it. My question is this: when you know that you're ready to bake, how many days in advance do you start your process? Because I know that it takes some time. So like, do you do it 2 days, 3 days? I definitely can't be the day before, because unless you're like, you've been feeding your starter for so long, like and it's already just fresh and ready to go. Then you have to start a couple of days. So if I took out my starter from the fridge, because I wasn't baking for the 10 days while I was fasting. So I took it out today and I went ahead and fed it. So that means I really can't bake until Sunday, or can I bake tomorrow? Mom and I found a restaurant. Mom and I found organic grapes at a grocery store. It's not the grocery store we normally go to. So literally for like certain fruit items, we have to go to certain grocery stores because every grocery store doesn't have organic fruit. And I don't really want to get blueberries or any type of berries from the grocery store, because they still, even if it says organic, they spray the heck out of them. Liz says that 0 works in math, but not in real life. Oh, you take your starter out at nighttime? Thank you, girl. I appreciate it. Oh, no. Jonna, I've tried to work out the why is 6 afraid of 7 because 7, 8, 9 into a tag and work out that riddle overall. There is a there. That's funny. Okay, so baby Carson says I take it out at 6 p.m. and I feed it at 9 or 10, and then I wake up in the morning and I'll do a mix in my stretch and folds and bake it that evening. Okay, so if you do it at night, then you have plenty of time to feed it. That way, the night before or the next day, you can bake. That makes sense. Oh, thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. I'm gonna check this out afterwards. As you can see, you guys, I is ready for lunch. I had to give me an orange snack here real quick. I appreciate you guys for being here. You guys are always so amazing, so awesome. I'm going to like baby Carson's message so I don't forget it. And all right. Liz, we're talking about sourdough. Sourdough starter. It's okay. It is a whole other beast. It is not easy. It takes a lot of getting used to. Unless you are talking to Jonna, which you could be. I don't know how you could work out the 7, 8, 9 riddle into a license plate, but that would be funny. We could make a bumper sticker. We could do a lot with bumper stickers. Sourdough is amazing. It's delicious. I love bread. Bread doesn't love us because the bread has been modified so much in America. But if you go to Italy, if you go to Italy, if you go to Greece, if you go to any other country, it won't mess with you that much because it's actually real wheat. Hey, you tried. You're heading in the right direction. Girl, you got to read the ingredients. I agree with Angela. You got to read the ingredients. It might not be, perfect, but you're still taking a step in the right direction, because the sourdough is still better than the other stuff. But anything, literally anything you buy in a grocery store, if the ingredients are this big, if it doesn't just have 3 or 4 ingredients, it's not real. What? Yeah, human hair in some sourdough things? I'm not surprised, but that's just gross. Liz, baking. I mean, you don't have to bake. I'm sure you could find a local bakery. Oh my gosh, I'm sure there's amazing bakeries in Scotland. You know, when you say it's baked in the store, it probably is still much better than anything that I would buy here at Publix. I mean, do you even have like name brand stores like we do? I mean, I'm sure you do, but isn't it like just a local store? Like, it's probably super naive, but when I think of Scotland or Ireland or anywhere else, I think of, you know, something super freaking rural, small town. Everybody knows everybody, and it's like the baker is up the street, and the baker is making like some real crap, you know, from his farm too. Oh, I see what you're saying, John. And what's the point of the riddle? I don't know. What are the point of riddles in general, right? Oh, I see what you're saying, Angela. In other countries, it might be better, because America is just really fucked up. Other countries might be better. Liz says that there are big name stores. Yeah, all bakery bread is poisoned in North America. I completely agree with that. And do you know, speaking of Angela, do you know how many people I have seen with Ontario and like other Canadian license plates and tags visiting Myrtle Beach? Like, I was actually super freaking surprised how many Canadian license plates I've seen over the last couple of days. Yeah, it's just, we have gotten so used to the convenience of a grocery store. We've gotten so used to trusting what people sell to us. We have literally lost in one generation all of the skills and the recipes and the traditions that we, you know, grew up on, that kept us alive. You know, moms used to not use the boxed cake mix because it wasn't enough ingredients. It didn't do enough work. Like, there wasn't enough for them to do. So they literally changed the recipe for the boxed cakes to include adding an egg, so that the housewives felt like they were doing more. Like, literally, like, they have conditioned us psychologically so that we don't have to do so much. And so in one generation, we have gotten used to the convenience. We've gotten used to, you know, the quick fast food, pop in the microwave, 5 minutes. Like, we don't have to wait for anything. We're not used to preparing things. Like, normally we would prepare for, like, all winter, we're preparing for summer, right? Like, when I want to bake bread, this is why I feel like sourdough is such a good mental activity, not just even for your gut and for your body, but also to like help with transitioning from the now convenience of it, but like actually preparing. Like, if I want bread, I need to prepare in a couple of days in advance. Like baby Carson said, the night before, the day, you know, a couple of days before. if I want jam or if I want some type of preservative spread, then I need to ferment it or can it, for weeks in advance. If I want infused oils, or if I want to make my own salad dressing, or if I want to do anything that is good for my body, then I need to prepare and strategize in advance. And that is definitely a skill that needs to be reacquired. You know what I mean? It is disgusting what they try to feed us. Angela says we're everywhere. I'm going to check out the Latin bakery that's close by. That sounds good. I made pancakes, bread, pizza, all just with 3 ingredients. We can do anything. Yes, I completely agree. This says some people can eat all the crap and live long. Others die young, even eating well. There's no guarantee. I think what Melissa said about the mind is a big thing, in my opinion. I completely agree. I think that there are people who, like praying over your food makes a huge difference. If you believe the food is good for you, then it will be. That's the whole thing that we were saying earlier. The nocebo, the placebo effect, your mindset, it really makes a big difference. And I think that just goes back into the topic that everything is true and nothing is true at the same time, because everything is half true, because it all depends on each individual person's perspective, beliefs, subconscious, like all of that, because we can't see the bigger picture. We literally can't see the bigger picture, and each of us individually add a completely different element to it. It's the observer effect. Whoever the observer is what effect they get, type deal. Does that make sense? We are all super powerful creatures. Yes, pickling, preserving. Speaking of preserving, I feel like I might have missed something. Hold on. Violets are popping. The tincture, fresh 1 to 2, and vinegar for a salad dressing. Vinegar is great for encouraging lymphatic drainage. Oh yes, I don't know why Restream didn't show me that, but I'm glad. So violets are popping. So tincture 1 to 2 for vinegar salad. So you put violets. So how do violets taste to make a vinaigrette, a violet vinaigrette for salad? That sounds really amazing. Knowing and doing aren't the same thing. We're all on our own soul path too. Yes. I agree. We all do need to put in work. Like literally, that's why it's like there are consequences for everything that we do, right? Especially if you know better and you don't do better, then there will be consequences because you knew. But like if you're like ignorance is bliss and you have no idea, then there's no consequences because you're not aware. As soon as you're aware, you accept responsibility, whether you want to accept that responsibility or not. So like literally, you have to put in the work. Eyewitness accounts and the observer effect. Exactly. I know, right? We're going to make a compound. Melissa is our apothecary. I vote Lissa as our residential community apothecary. Oh my gosh. This has been fun. You do that salad dressing too. Violets? You guys, I have never thought about using flowers for salad dressing. That's pretty cool. Melissa, you're gonna have to send me like actual like instructions for making a vinaigrette. I would love to do that. half and half. Listen, right? Like, no, Melissa's gonna have to move to South Carolina because I do not want to live in where it snows. I'm not even gonna lie. Because listen, it snowed in Myrtle Beach, it did snow in Greenville, but that was a fluke, right? It melted the next day. It does get cold, so we do still feel winter, but it doesn't last for months on end. So literally, we're gonna have to get the Billingtonos to move to South Carolina so that we can make our compound here in this state. Angela Babies Carson says that's why she doesn't eat animals anymore. Once you know better, yeah, you do better. I don't feel like I'm there yet, but I do feel like I can see myself completely transitioning away from meat. I had a chicken sandwich the other day, and I don't have chicken very often because I don't buy it from the store because I don't want to. I don't know it. I'm waiting for the homestead to have it. But I love fish. I love salmon. I love like tuna and tilapia, and I love me some turkey bacon, even though I don't buy it as much as I want because I feel like I can't trust what's in the grocery store. But if I had a butcher that was nearby and that I trusted, that I knew like raised it right, or maybe a hunter, and I got some fresh wild turkey or whatever, I would not mind doing that. There are also places that like do like Hebrew Israelites or Torah believers that do like basically like ritualistic and like completely like wholesome killing. I know it sounds weird, but there are farmers who are completely aligned with the Most High who raise lambs for slaughter, for meat, and when it's time to choose an animal for dinner, it's almost as if the animal, like I've heard a story of the farmer going, to pick the sheep for slaughter, and the animals have already picked the sheep. Like the sheep just came forward knowing full well what was going on. And like there was no fear, like there's lots of prayer, lots of thankfulness, it's very humanely done. So I think it can be done, but I don't think we were meant to do it. You know what I mean? Like, because the Bible is so it's so controversial. There's the whole point or the whole theory, that the monad is the real God, and the God of this world is the demiurge, and the Bible is really, showing two different gods, and the God that told us that we could eat any of these animals is the demiurge, and that Jesus didn't eat meat, or that God, the monad, didn't really create us to eat meat. Like we weren't actually created to eat anything but fruits and vegetables. But over time, of course, the body gets used to it because we have, so the body is completely adaptable, and it evolves based on the environment and the stuff that we put into it. Y'all, there is literally so much that it could be. And I think that, we honestly, we should probably all be breatharians. Like, have you guys seen that there are people who literally don't eat and haven't eaten in years? They're called breatharians. And I mean, of course, they didn't just wake up one day and decide that they're doing that, but they, over time, stopped eating. Maybe they fasted, started out fasting. Maybe that's, where I'll head. I think in my journey right now, the next step for me would be fruitarian first, or probably vegan and then fruitarian. And the way that one guy that I showed you guys earlier, Yaki Awakened, the way that he scientifically breaks down, like, he says that even some things that we call vegetables are actually called fruits. And that quinoa, that we have been considering a grain thus far, is actually a fruit. Like, there are so many things that we have gotten away from. We don't even understand the genetic the genetic makeup of plants and stuff, and how it really should be. Okay, hold on. I need to get back into the chat. Okay, so Baby Carson says it barely snows where she is because she's in the valley. Jonna says that the hurricane was a fluke and it really snowed here that past winter. Yep, okay, and Baby Carson agrees it's a process. Melissa's giving us the what is it? Recipe. Yes, I'm going to copy this for later. Thank you, Melissa. Everybody pause while I copy this down so I have it for later. All right, and then Baby Carson says definitely takes a while to transition. She used to love halibut. Halibut is a fish. Strain it if you like, but violets are edible. Okay, that's good to know. Strain it if you like, but violets are edible. Let me copy that as well, so I have that for later. I feel like you had to do it yourself and get the animal prepared. You would change your mind. Yeah, that's definitely true, Angela Baby Carson. It would be different. We would definitely have a different mindset if we had to do it ourselves. I wasn't happy to hear Bill Gates about Bragg's. Yeah, the apple cider vinegar people. Yeah, I completely agree. I hear what you're saying, Baby Carson, about that, about the story I said. You would have to hear it, and maybe he was delusional, but everyone, like you say, it's all about perspective. I wish I could stop eating and not die, says Liz. Yeah, I mean, there are people who literally don't eat right now at all. Yeah, fruit. We could definitely live on fruits and seeds. Many people have done it. All right, thank you, Melissa. Okay, yes, I've gotten all caught up now. Yeah, it's all about perspective, and it's all about your relationship with food, like changing your relationship with food, changing your relationship with yourself. That's why I love the book that I'm reading now, the one that's Women, Food, and God, how it's all connected. Our perspective on food really matches our perspective about God. There is literally no separation. And because we're all so individual, because we are all so unique, and our perspectives are all, unique to our experiences, unique to our environment, unique to us. There is literally no right or wrong answer. Everything is true and nothing is true at the same time. That is the paradox of this universe. That is the paradox of this reality. Because one thing that can be true for you, isn't true for somebody else. And then there's people in between. It's literally a rainbow, a tapestry of perspective, of belief. And, until we get to the other side, or maybe you're doing, some astral projecting or out of body experiences, or you lucid dream, or travel in other realms. Maybe you channel with your higher self. You until you have had an encounter with the other side, the unseen realm that completely 100% exists, your perspective is going to be skewed. And we are connected to the unseen realm at all times. There is literally no separation. We assume a separation. We've been conditioned to believe in separation. Food is one of those things I 100% believe that contributes to the belief in the illusion of separation. That is just one of the many things, right? Our skin is the biggest organ on us. What we wear, the lotions, the chemicals, the makeup for women, deodorants. I mean, all of that contributes to our electrical charge, to our output, to our input. Not to mention, our childhood and all that kind of stuff, right? Like, there is literally so much. Oh my gosh, and it's 11:11. I didn't think I would still be here. But we gotta dance, you guys.
It's a dance
Let's
party.
party.
It's a dance party.
Hold on.
Dance, 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 dance. It's a dance party. Sorry, dance party.
Yeah, I'm celebrating the fact that we can all have different opinions, that we can agree to disagree, that we can bring all of our perspectives to the table and still love each other. Because I'm not going to hate you for something differently. I'm not going to hate you for your experience. And I'm going to take what you say and I'm going to leave what I don't want and take what I do want. And I'm just going to take you as a whole person. Like, we all have an amazing experience. We are all unique. We all exist. I mean, we all are. This is one. My sisters, my brothers, my people, aunties and uncles. I got amazing family. Go Tribe! Go Tribe! Hey. Yeah! Come on, y'all. Dance because we exist. Dance because we exist. Yes, because we're alive, and we get to have this conversation.
It's Arielle's dance
I think we
party.
can be. We are powerful beings. We are amazing being creatures. And more importantly, we are amazing. Yes, we are. Woohoo! Come on, y'all.
It's a dance party. Sorry,
Dance party. Hey. Oh, moonwalk. I really wish I could see my foot. Oh, what a turbulent dance movement. Hey. Dance. Hey, you can dance party. Sorry, dance party. Hey, woo! Dance party time! Y'all, look at here. We had a great stream. I was still here at 101. One. Thank you for letting me know, Liz, because I definitely was going to talk through the whole thing. You guys still with me? You guys are awesome. Let me get back in here. Yes. 1-1. I can't. Yes, we are alive. I love it, baby Carson. Thank you for dancing with me. You guys. Oh, the puppies were dancing with you. The dogs were dancing with you. That's awesome. I love dogs. They are always in it for you. Liz said my arm was swinging. Of course that counts. That counts, girl. You are doing it. Yes, it was my dance party. Thanks again to Tommy, that flat fellow, for making that for me. I might have to get the True Kings to make a song for me too. Ask them if they would mind. I know they make some great music, and I don't want to get copyrighted for the music. But I did promise my mom that we would go shopping. So give me 1 second, y'all. Let's get some outro music going here. It has been a really, really great stream. I want to make sure I'm leaving you guys with some encouragement. And all right, let me go here. All right, here we go. Yay. All right, to everyone who has been here today, I so appreciate you. Liz, I can't with you being out of breath. You know I'm out of breath too. To Liz and Angela Carson, to Melissa and Jana and Phil, and Combat Fellow and Mine and Ray Russ and Ray and Scoop Nelly was here. You guys are freaking amazing. If I missed you, then please just say hello in the chat so I can give you a shout out. I want you to remember that you are more than you suppose yourself to be. That everything that you want is already yours, and you just have to have the audacity to claim it now. If you're willing to take one step in the right direction, that is a step of faith, and it will compound. You will gain momentum in the right direction. You can always change your belief. You can always change your perspective. You can literally change your reality based on what you think, what you feel, what you project. That makes the difference. Yes, we can change the world, but we shouldn't try to change the world, because the world will change when we change ourselves, when we change our reality, when we speak things into existence. That is what changes the world. So go out today with your head held high. Go out this whole entire week knowing that you have the audacity to make your week amazing, that you have the audacity to make life amazing. There's literally nothing that you can accomplish, and that there is so much in the unseen realm that you can't see, you can't even fathom. Spirit, their angels, that their Most High is working on your behalf right now, even when you don't feel it, even when you don't see it. That there is so much happening in the unseen realm that is good for you, that is working to your advantage, and it can and will be done for you. You have to work and act and speak as if it is done, because it is done. Go out there, make better decisions. Eat one piece of fruit. Eat a salad. Eat something different. Change your whole dynamic by doing something that you've never done before. That right there is what will change everything for you. You guys know how much I love you. You guys know I'm going to be back next week. I appreciate you so, so, so much. Live the life you want to see. Exactly. Much love, Melissa. Much love, Liz. Much love, everybody else who's listening. You are amazing, and I can't wait until I see you next time. Bye, guys.